מה אומרים גבירותיי ורבותיי היקרים? משום מה מקודם זה לא פעל המיקרופון, שזה מבאס. עכשיו אתם תשמעו אותי ואת כל הדברים שיש לי להגיד. לפני שנתחיל עם בכי 3, אנחנו נגלגל פייסל כמו ילדים טובים. בינתיים לא נעשה כלום. לא, בינתיים אנחנו נשמע קצת מהבחור הזה שהוא מספר סיפור.
Hey guys, what is up? This is Cody, or X-Code. How's it going today? Hopefully everybody watching this video is having yourself a snazzy day. Let me know in the comments down below where you're watching the video from, inside or outside of the United States. I always love to know. On today's video, I have a life story about one of the times me and my buddy were bold and brass and decided to, partake in the sacred skunk on the bus ride to school and ended up getting caught. Before the video starts, I want to thank today's video sponsor. Manscaped now sells beard products. They are once again revolutionizing men's grooming with the brand new Beard Hedger shampoo, and you can get all of this video. Roll up and just get blasted before the bus came, because I'd never like to actually be blasted at school, but before school was always chill because the whole bus ride there, I was just like automatic mode. And then when you finally got to school, dude, it was like the hesitation was killing me, because you'd go in there, you go into the cafeteria, get the sausage, egg, and cheese. It was like heaven, dude. They honestly mid sausage, egg, and cheese. It was basically one step above Dunkin' Donuts, which isn't saying anything, okay? Dunkin' Donuts sausage is beyond mid. Like, you know that Beyond Meat that's like fake meat? It's beyond mid. But by the time that the sausage, egg, and cheese was consumed, I'd be kind of burning out, falling asleep. But at the same time, I wouldn't be on that like blasted level and be able to actually pay attention. Well, halfway pay attention to the schoolwork and actually get the day going. But on this day, I met up with my buddy who was like a couple bus stops down. He walked up to my bus stop, and he had this brand new little like metal pipe. It was his first pipe. It was the first one he ever had. It was red. It was one of those like old head pipes that you see them like screwing together in like a mechanic shop, like that kind of thing. I feel like all mechanics have this exact pipe, man. It was probably like 15-20 bucks from the head shop, and it was like his favorite thing. He would put like screens in it. He was super excited to show me this. He had a couple bowl packs and this like metal pipe. He walks up, we go to our little like corner spot in the apartments, and we're getting baked, and I'm getting fried, dude. I'm getting absolutely fried. Bowls would just get me out of this planet back then. For some reason, they'd always get me more baked than joints. I don't know what it was about it. I think it was the coughing aspect. Like, I think there's the saying, if you don't choke, you don't smoke, or something. Like, coughing, especially in the morning when you're wake and baking, it just intensifies it. It's almost like the feeling of dab sweats. Let me know if you can relate to that in the comments down below. What gets you more blasted? Papers or bowls? Let me know. So he has like 2 or 3 bowl packs, and we go through maybe like 80% of it. He wanted to save a little bit for later. He puts it all in his backpack. We're sitting there happy as hell, giggling, just waiting for the bus that finally shows up. It's cold out. Remember, it's one of those cold January days like today. And we get on the bus, and the moment we walk up into the bus driver gives us that look like, what are you guys doing? Like, what, are you kidding me? But he was pretty chill, dude. That bus driver still waves to me whenever he drives by. It's kind of weird, honestly. But so we get all the way in the back. We used to be those kids that would like always sit in the back of the bus, dude, thinking we're cool cats. We're like halfway to school, and I just see this dude rummaging through his backpack, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? It reeks like skunk, dude. Like, what are you doing? And he's just like, dude, let's finish the bowl, dude. I don't want to bring this to school. And I'm like, what? On the bus? Are you kidding me? Like, I'd never done anything like that before. Like, that was bold. That was That was category 6 bold and brass. And he was at this point where he didn't care at all, dude. His parents like didn't discipline him whatsoever. This was the same friend from Advanced Munchies when we just went to town on a rotisserie chicken with our hands in probably like less than 3 minutes flat, like a beard meets food video. And then his mom came in and was like, that was dinner for tomorrow night. And he was like, shut the fuck up, mom. So he had this I don't care attitude. And this was a very rare day where I didn't have anything on me. So I was like, all right, let's do it. Let's do it. So he like packs the little tiny bit that he had left in the bowl. And he's just like getting behind the bus seat. Every kid around us is seeing exactly what they're doing. They're like utterly shocked. And I'm sitting there like, oh, fuck. Like, we're about to get caught. This is bad. This is bad. All right, let me see it. So I take the hit and we're blowing it out the window. And it's not even 10 seconds. Like, I don't know how it could have possibly went all the way to the front of the bus, but the bus driver was immediately like, who's smoking on the bus? Like, he stopped the bus, got up and turned around like, who's smoking on the bus, started walking back towards us. At this point, he had already like put everything back in his backpack really quick, but dude, it was smelling so bad. He walks all the way up to us and he's just like, all right, guys, who's smoking? Who is this? And he's like looking around. He's doing the ocular pat down on everybody, looking at guilty faces, and he sees us and we're just like trying to play it off. Like, I don't know. Like, who is that? You know? What's that smell, dude? Did you run over a skunk? Like, he couldn't use his ocular sonar to figure it out. He couldn't figure it out, but he definitely went all the way back to his driver's seat, did the doot doot, you know, little walkie-talkie action. Or maybe it was one of those like, I think it's like a CB radio or something, and he's like, we got someone smoking on the bus. So he starts the bus up, man. He starts the bus up, and dude, the paranoia. The paranoia. I'm thinking we're about to get to school. The cops are gonna be waiting right there. I'm freaked out. I'm freaking out. My mind has gone from sausage, egg, and cheese to getting arrested. It was not a vibe. It was not very Cash Money. We get all the way to school, and the vice principal's just waiting right there. Right for our bus, dude. Right for our bus. We were one of the last buses to show up. It was perfect, dude. There was no one there. Everyone gets off the bus. We're like one of the last people off. And he's just like, those two right there. They knew exactly who it was, dude. Those two. Those are the only two idiots dumb enough to do something like this. I must have had the worst look on my face, dude. Just like, baked, tired. It's 7:30 in the morning. You're baked? There's no hiding that. But at the same time, I have that little bit of confidence in me, man. I have that confidence of I don't have anything on me, so I'm good. I'm good. I got a couple cigs in my pocket. I'm worried they're gonna take those. They used to always do that. You catch you with cigs, they take them out one by one, break them over the trash can just to piss you off. Terrible time. So they bring us into the vice principal's office, giving the rundown of, all right, empty your pockets. I'm like, all right, here you go, dude. You know, here's my cigarettes. Don't break them this time. And they're like, listen, we're not looking for that right now. I'm gonna give you a break on that, but don't bring cigs to school. You're not even 18. You're not supposed to be smoking. Gonna give me one of those, like, cigarettes cause cancer. And obviously they do. It was pretty good advice. I probably shouldn't have been smoking then, but dude, then they separate us. My heart starts beating for my friend. They send me back to class. I'm like wanting to stick around. I want to know what's gonna happen, dude. I want to see if my friend's getting arrested. I'm like worried about him because we were about to hang out after school. I wanted to continue hitting this pipe because it was making me cough hysterically, getting me blasted. It was such a good time. But oh no. No. He didn't have that attitude that I did at this point. He didn't have the cheat code of like, all right, empty your pockets and be like, nah, I'm good. You don't have the right to search me. They totally did. But I'd be like, nah, you can't do that. I'm just going to leave. And I'd walk out of the school. He just didn't know that at that point. I don't know if I didn't explain it to him or if he was just like, so like, I don't even care. Like, take it, you know, one of those situations. So they're going through his backpack. And he has the bowl in his waistband. I'm not going to stand up and accidentally show you some pube action here, but basically in the section, if you pull your boxers up a little bit higher than your pants or your sweatpants or whatever you're wearing, there's that little section right above the waist where you can kind of put something there, like a little bag or like a bowl or something. And that was the spot where everybody would hide something. But you have to remember, a freshly used pipe, it smells astronomically more than you could ever think, especially when you're walking into a room full of people that do not partake. It's like a stink bomb, dude. It is truly next freaking level. So he's probably standing there just filling the room with this smell. And every time we go into this vice principal's office, the secretary would be like, oh, one of you guys smell like skunk. Like, they would always say that. So they go through all his things. This is me telling the perspective of what he told me after all of this. He's standing there, nervous, shaking, dude. He's visibly shaking, and they're like, come on, like, we see you're nervous. We know you did something. Just hand it over. And he's just like, no, I don't have anything. You could search me. Here's my backpack. And they're going through his backpack, trying to find anything. And he almost gets away with it. He almost does. He empties all his pockets, all his jacket pockets, and there's nothing on the table. And they're like, all right, we got to look through the backpack one more time. And they bring in the school resource officer, the person with experience, the person that knows what to look for. He dives deep to the bottom of the backpack and he finds a used screen from the bowl with like a very slight amount of res on it. Like just like the smallest little crumbs of res at the bottom, maybe like a tiny leaf, like just like the most minuscule amount you could possibly imagine. He pulls it out and he's just like, I got you. Listen, that's all I need. You're getting arrested. This dude gets arrested, not like handcuffed, booked, brought to the station, but he ends up having to go to court and get on probation for this, dude. He got on probation for a little ball of res and a screen. Obviously, we weren't hanging out after school that day, okay? He was in trouble, but at the same time, like the next day, he was still smoking throughout all of probation. He didn't give a damn, dude. He even pissed dirty a bunch of times. I don't get how he got away with that. I got put into freaking juvie for like, it was like 10 grams in a grinder. So it was a little more, and I ran away from home. I got to tell the entire 2 or 3 part.